Hi there, welcome to Cheyenne O'Bray's YouTube channel. Welcome back, guys. It's been a few weeks since I've done a video, and I have just had it placed on my heart today to share some stuff with you. These last few weeks have been such a time of healing for me and my family, and as you know, we embark on a new month, April 1st, 2020, I'm filled with so much peace in my heart, and it's super weird to be able to say that with everything going on with the coronavirus and a lot of folks just really living a life of a lot of fear. But I feel like at this point in my journey, I'm really learning what it's like to make the choice to live in peace and in happiness and joy, and learning to heal and put that inner voice in check. And that's kind of what today's topic is about. So first I want to share, April is a month of rebirth, a month of regrowth, and a month of renewal. I seen on a Facebook post earlier today, April GIF or whatever they call it, meme, I'm not even sure, but it had April spelt out with a new month, P, push yourself, R, rejuvenate, I-nspire others, and L, laugh a lot. Laugh lots. I really feel I can't even express how important laughter is, and laughter is something that I feel a lot of people are missing in their life right now. And this, with our realities changing and things, changing, our circumstances, it's hard for some people. Change has been definitely a difficult thing for me to embrace and appreciate. And I have to say that being a mom of 5 kids, it's been a little bit of a struggle, having them home all day and trying to figure out, how to be the most productive and organized. And I've kind of put some of my own personal goals that I set out for myself aside, but I'm realizing how important this time has been and is going to continue to be for my family. And I have to say that, it's during these times where we really choose whether or not we are going to have a highway to stress or a dirt road to happiness. And sometimes those dirt road drives, that I've taken a few of them the last couple of weeks, and just spent a lot of time in reflection and going within, I would take that dirt road to happiness any day over that highway to stress and anxiety and fear. And we really do choose the road we travel in life, and I can't stress how important it is to consciously be aware of that choice. And I've actually started something that I learned a few days ago. I was watching a Tony Robbins video with a friend, an inspirational video, and he shares how to really kind of change your emotional state. And I was really moved by this. He has a 3-step thing that he does every day. He takes 10 minutes to himself. He calls it priming himself. So I'm going to teach you in this video how to prime yourself, as well as leave a link to the video that Tony Robbins shares this information, this wisdom that I've gained. I highly encourage you to take a few minutes to watch it, because I've actually implemented it into the homeschool schedule of the day. And so you take 10 minutes to yourself, and I've kind of shared a few techniques and tools to be able to access that self-mastery and be able to live a more productive, happy life. And this has been a huge game changer for me. So the step 1 is you take 3 minutes of gratitude. You think of 3 things that you're really grateful for, and you have to feel it. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm thankful for this and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my life, my family, my children, new days, new months, fresh starts. You really have to go within and feel that gratefulness. And he shares that when you feel it, when you really feel it, when you're grateful, you can't be worried, and you can't be stressed, you can't be fearful, you can't even be pissed or angry. When you really have that heart of gratefulness, it doesn't allow you the room to be able to have all of those negative emotions. And it's been a big game changer, because I've spent a lot of years in this, journey of trying to prove myself to others, and this journey of trying to, I have to share something that actually was reflected to me in a friendship that I have with a lady online. She's a local tattoo artist, and she said something to me out of love and light the other day. And I've always kind of respected just and admired her boldness and her tell it like it is, way. And so when she said this, at first I wanted to feel offended, but it really kind of helped me open up to the reality that this is a huge life lesson in my journey right now, and it all ties together. And she said to me, Cheyenne, because I had shared this desire of mine to eventually do an online course, and I was definitely jumping the gun and getting ahead of myself, and not to say that the passion isn't there, but the reasoning behind it. And so she asked me, she said, are you sure you're not just seeking respect and acknowledgement from people? And it's interesting, it is so true, and it made me kind of do some inner shadow work even more. As many of you that follow my YouTube channel know, that I've been doing the shadow work process, and this passion and desire that I have kind of ties into that in just a different way. But it made me spend some time, really going back to where I'm at. The big life lesson that I'm learning right now is how to keep that inner voice in check. And it's interesting because so many of us are defined by what other people have said. We allow ourselves to be defined what other people have said, our own inner voice. We are our own worst critic, and seeking that acknowledgement and that respect, and having that desire for other people to love us, and like we have something to prove. And I actually have a friend that shared with me his journey and how he has struggled with that too. Like, he's always felt like he's had something to prove. And he actually was the one that shared this book with me, The Voice of Knowledge. And it's a book by Don Miguel Ruiz, author of international bestseller, The Four Agreements, which I actually really want to read that book too. And he actually shared another one with me too. But this is like a practical guide to inner peace. And it really touches on, your own inner voice and where our definition of ourself comes from. And so I'm learning at this part in my journey, like, no fucks given. Like, we really have to quit caring what other people think. We really have to be mindful of our own inner voice, even like in how we define ourselves, and realize, who it is we are in this moment is not who we are going to be in the very next moment. And the self is always transforming. And I think that April really just kind of brings this home in a beautiful way. Like, we're starting to see the leaves and the beautiful flowers bloom, and people are planting seeds, and animals are giving birth. And it is really just a time of rejuvenation, a time of rebirth, a time of renewal and regrowth. I'm actually embarking on day 1 of a 4-day fast. And I'm doing this for a lot of different reasons, kind of just a cleanse, taking back control. I'm a former binge eater, and my eating has definitely not been on point the last few months. And I just really want to start working out more. I'm going to start working out more and just taking care of my body and rejuvenating and replenishing. And April is all of this for us. And so that's part of why I wanted to share this with you guys is it's time. It's time to go within. It's time to get that April fresh start. And so I'm going to go back to the steps that Tony Robbins shared. And again, I'll share that in the description as well as a link to this. I'm not affiliate marketing yet. I am going to be soon signing up for it, but I'm just sharing this because I've always felt compelled to share my journey in hopes that people can resonate and relate and maybe find some kind of light and guidance. I know that the people that have shined the light of guidance and love and laughter along the way have really helped me transform and awaken and grow, and I'm forever grateful. And so that's what really is it's really what's inspired this YouTube channel of mine, and just learning to not give a fuck that I'm not perfect and I don't have the greatest teeth, and you know, just we are all so unique and our own authentic self, and learning not to give a fuck and be our own person is just, you know, it's great. And so Dr. Shefali, I'm kind of getting off beat here, but I watched a video and I want to share that with you. That's where that who it is you are in this moment is not who you're going to be in the next. And she talks about nothingness and really embracing that, and just, you know, surrender to the energy that we really are. And it really is so true. And so I'll share the video with that today. It was super profound message that I really took to heart, and I actually watched the video just before I started doing this with you guys, and it really makes you rethink everything. So going back to Tony Robbins' video that inspired me with the 3 steps that we're implementing in our homeschooling agenda in the daytime, is that, you know, emotion is created by motion, and this is a key to priming yourself. So that step 1 is take 3 minutes of gratitude, and then step 2 is 3 minutes of prayer for family and friends. And I feel like this is huge. It was just the other day I was getting food with a friend, and as I was walking up, I just kind of took a little walk in nature. We were eating outside, and I seen him bow his head and pray in a silent manner, you know, and it really just humbled me and brought me back to something great that I feel like I've forgotten in this journey of awakening. I no longer pray. And when I asked him, you know, how do you pray? And he's kind of shared a little bit of his beliefs with me before, and like the military aspect of it. And it's not necessarily even a prayer to God. It's just a prayer within, like your self-talk. Everybody has their own unique form of prayer, but I think it's important to spend time in prayer and pray for your family and your friends, and not always just make it about yourself. And I've always been the girl, you know, throughout my journey of trying to figure out what it is that I believe, and do I believe in God? Do I believe in organized religion? And it's been a full journey of just self-realization. And I've shared with you guys before that I believe in the law of one and divinity and the source and many masters, many lives. An amazing book that completely transformed the way that I think. I'm still learning, but I feel it's super important to spend time in prayer. And I've always been the girl that waits to pray until shit really hits the fan, and then I would try to negotiate with God. Okay, God, if you be there for me during this period of time, I will be a better person, you know. And that's not what prayer is supposed to be. And so spend time, 3 minutes for prayer for family and friends. And the other day we were sitting around to eat, and the kids were like, let's pray. And I had a friend over, and we all, you know, joined hands, and my 4-year-old led the prayer. It was his idea, and that's kind of been a thing in this family. If you're the one that remembers to pray, then you're the one that gets to say it. And even though we've spent time in the daily schedule just doing that inner prayer, he wanted to lead it out loud. And so it was super cute. He says, thank you for this food. Everybody say thank you for this food. And so he wanted us to go along. So we're like, thank you for the food. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Benelli. And then he said, okay, everyone.
Okay, everyone.
Say, I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
And that's literally how he led the prayer. And that was it. And it was super beautiful, super short, but super authentic and just real. And it just, the heartstrings were pulled a bit. Be still, my heart. And it just made me realize, you know, prayer is what we make it. It doesn't have to be this. I remember growing up in the Mormon religion, like, there was kind of like a formal way, and I know that in a lot of different religions there's a formal type of prayer, and thou and shall, and just words that like don't help you be authentic in that prayer. And so that's step 2. And step 3 is 3 things you would like to accomplish. And so we're doing this as a daily, but today, April 1st, I'm having the kids pick 3 bigger goals that they'd like to accomplish in the month of April, as well as I'm doing that myself. But every day, take that 10 minutes to yourself to prime yourself. Step 1, 3 minutes of gratitude. Step 2, 3 minutes of prayer for your family and friends. And step 3, 3 things you would like to accomplish. And he even adds at the very beginning that he takes time before going into that priming with focusing on breathing. Anybody that's done yoga or even Pilates or any kind of meditation, breathing is a huge key to just changing your state, changing the way you feel, bringing yourself back to your balanced energy in a weird, I don't know if that even makes sense, but that's kind of how I picture it in my mind. And so taking that time to prime yourself every morning and doing those 3 things, taking that 10 minutes. If you don't have 10 minutes for yourself, Tony Robbins even says it's like, you don't have a life. You got to reevaluate some stuff. So I highly encourage you guys to sit down today, spend some time in reflection, and embrace this fresh start, this new day, this new month, and this new chapter in our lives, and take that time to start, this 3 steps, and share with me things that you're doing in your life that is helping you live that authentic, peaceful, happy life. My home has been filled with some laughter. I'm not going to say no chaos. There has been a lot of chaos, but with that chaos has been just this genuine happiness. And it's interesting that it took somebody coming in and reminding me, this is what life is really about. And I'm so thankful and blessed to be at this point in my journey. And, the kids have all kind of had little coughs, and we're blessed not to have the coronavirus. It's just a viral infection. But even just like hearing someone cough right now is just like people like flee in fear, and so just really respecting other people and staying the fuck home and just being happy. It's key to the new world that we're stepping into, and I have some more to share about that. Stay tuned. I'm going to share a video, a call to action on April 3rd, the evening of April 3rd, that maybe I'll even share it in the morning because I feel like it's an important thing to it's an important thing to prepare for. And so stay tuned, a little intrigue for anticipation of what Cheyenne's going to do next. But I appreciate all of you that continue to follow and support me in sharing my journey in regards to just watching and sharing and liking and helping me spread light, because I definitely feel like we all need to do something to inspire others. Going back to April, a new month, push yourself, rejuvenate, inspire others, and laugh lots. Thank you guys. Like and share and follow if you've enjoyed this video, and look for the links for the Voice of Knowledge in the description, as well as the Tony Robbins 3 steps to prime yourself and change the way you feel, and also the video about embracing your nothingness and surrendering to the energy that you really are from Dr. Shefali. Those are 3 things that have just been really transforming in my life and in this part of my journey. Happy April, and please share your journey with me. Share 3 things that you'd like to accomplish. I feel like putting it out there helps hold you accountable to accomplishing that. So, spend some time within and figure out what it is that April is going to bring into your life, and what you're going to accomplish, and namaste.